Hi, just your daily reminder that Jesus is coming soon. Be ready. Make sure you read your Bible 1 or 2 hours a day. Get to know Jesus. We don't have much more time, people. If you're watching the news, there's a lot of stuff going on. And like I told you months ago, these events cannot be stopped. That's why you see no peace, why they don't want peace. But I want to remind everybody, fear not. Jesus comes in the storm. We have no reason to be fearful of anything. We're going to be raptured out of here. We're leaving. Those who are left will have to worry about all this stuff that's happening, not us. If you're not part of the channel, subscribe, hit share, share this video, like this video. It helps us get into the YouTube algorithms. I want to thank you for all the new subscribers. We've got quite a few in the last 2 days. We died off. I thought YouTube was probably quit promoting the channel because of some of the topics we have. But here lately, thank Jesus, thank God that we've had a lot more people coming in and subscribing. That's more people. If you have rapture dreams, visions, anything strange going on at your house, or if you see something beautiful in the sky, or anything beautiful, anything like that, you want to take pictures of it and think, oh, this is beautiful, send it to me. I'd love to have them. You can send it to the email in the description. We're glad to have every one of you. We love every one of you here. We stress here on this channel for you to read your Bible and to learn it. Now, if you want to learn how to rightfully divide the Bible and really get into it, really in the description, you'll see a link there. You go to that, and Robert shows you on the chalkboard. You can go along with him in your Bible. I mean, he makes it so easy. And the reason I chose him is because he does it by the chalkboard, and sometimes it's easier for people to see it and understand it. I know I was one. It was a lot easier for me to see it, then I could go in and find it. So that's why we have that in the description. We have a Telegram channel. We have a Facebook. The Ark is there. There's so much stuff for you to do, okay? We're just glad to have you. We're just trying to promote Jesus. That's what we do here. We tell everybody Jesus is coming because we know he's coming. We're here to get people saved. That doesn't mean I'm not here to make money or get popular or anything like that. I don't need that. Don't care for it. I'm here to help bring you, if you're lost, to Jesus so you can get out of here before the tribulation. That's my only job. That's why God had me come on here, and that's what I'm doing. Okay? And I suggest all you out there that have these big channels on YouTube and you got a big Christian base, make sure use your channel correctly. Not saying you're not doing a great job. You're doing a great job, but make sure you at least try to reach out to the lost every time you do a video, because the time is short and we've got to help as many as we can. And make sure that everybody knows that, and promote people to do things themselves. Get on and record videos like Tina Muse did the other day. Do stuff like that. Robert, he's been doing that. He's trying to get himself out there. And, it's not just me. It takes a lot of us to get out there and get the message out. So I suggest, hey, grab your camera. Grab your phone. Start recording yourself. Upload. And talk to a family member. Do all this stuff. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you and help those who are not with God, okay? That's our only job right now, is get as many people on the ark as possible. If you're lost out there, call upon Jesus in these last days. It's that easy. It's not hard. All you got to do is call on him and say, listen, Lord, I need you in my life now. And I know that you died upon that cross, and I know you shed your blood. And that's for our past, present, and future sins. Do not let anybody tell you any differently. Do not let them tell you it's any harder. It is not. And if you have faith and believe on Jesus, you are saved and you're ready to get out of here before this great tribulation happens. The big argument here lately has been the tribulation versus the great tribulation. We know that 3 years is tribulation, 3 years is great tribulation. Everybody's like, well, the church has been, and we've been in tribulation for 2,000 years. Many of us have lost our heads, lost our lives, a lot of it. All the disciples, except John, lost his life, promoting Jesus, to get Jesus out there. And the thing is, for it has been bad for 2,000 years. The 7 years of the tribulation is nothing like has ever been on earth. So you imagine everything that's bad that's happened, everything, that them 7 years is the worst this world has ever seen, ever. And I've seen it, people, with my own eyes. God showed me it. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be. There will be nowhere to run. There will be nowhere to hide. So be ready. I might have to sneeze. Seems like every time I get on here to do a video anymore, I want to sneeze. I don't know why. Jessica Johnson wrote this in. She said, Dear Chris, I am writing you because the Lord has blessed me with a lot of dreams and visions since 2017. When when He woke me up to the end times, kind of like He did me. I feel because there are so many, but I simply write one at a time for you, if that's okay. And that's fine, Jessica. You just keep sending them in, honey. One of my favorite rapture dreams, which I had in 2018, was what I led to share with you today. I call this the pole shift rapture dream, and it goes as follows. I hope you and whoever hears this gets a blessing from it. No rush to share it, brother. I'm praying for your recovery. She's talking about my neck. He's doing better, Jessica. Thank you. The dream. I was at my mother's house having a family get-together. There was a big, nice dinner like Thanksgiving, but it wasn't Thanksgiving, and it wasn't connected to for any holiday that I'm aware of. I'm a Southerner, born and bred. So am I. We are just getting together and eating what a lot of us folks call soul food. Good stuff. Outside, it began to rain, and the skies became cloudy and overcast and very dark. It does that when a tornado is about to blow through. Yeah, I was in Georgia for a while. Every time it clouded up, I'm telling you, I got scared. However, there was no tornado, just a really bad storm. I ran to the window in my mother's living room, which is one of those large picture windows in real life, the big ones. Outside, the ground began to shake and literally crash into itself in all directions. That's kind of what I saw the other night. Everything was shaking really hard, and I could see rifts forming in the ground. My family began to scream and huddle in the dining room for safety. At the time of the dream, I knew very little about the book of Isaiah and had not, as of that time, read the Bible for myself. So I tell everybody, read your Bible for yourself so you know this stuff. Fascinating stuff in that Bible. But in this dream, I shouted, Don't be afraid, everything's okay. This was written about in a book of Isaiah, and I have since learned that what I saw was mentioned in Isaiah 24. Get a load of that. She knew in the dream. She never even knew it in the Bible. Amazing. Right as I said that, I looked outside again, and there was children and people dressed up in white clothes, standing on the ground where the earth was shaking. But they was not affected by the earthquake. Not one time did they lose their balance or fall. They stood there silently and calmly. That's the souls that come back for the rapture. I especially remember it was absolutely clarified a little boy about 10 years old with blonde hair and a bowl cut. He was one of them dressed in white, and I could see him extremely clearly. I looked back at my family and them back in the window, and then I did that. See, in the window, when I did that, the people in white were gone. Everything I'm telling you in the dream happened in quick succession, one night after another. It takes a lot longer to explain it than it did in the actual event to happen. Okay. Then I looked to the sky, and I saw the sky rapidly spinning as it did. I would see a night full of stars 1 second, then the sunset or sunrise, and then blue sky and sunshine. But it was spinning so fast I was dizzy, but it didn't spin in a complete circle. It seemed to rock back and forth in a semicircle. It's hard to explain, but it was the whole world. See, if the whole world was suddenly on one of those rides, like at the fair, where they have the two boats side by side swinging really high and fast, it felt very I felt very motion sick, but there was absolutely no fear in me whatsoever. I was filled with excitement in one split second. The earth stopped rocking, and it was daytime. I had the sense that it was early evening, but I don't know for sure. Outside, the skies looked like they do directly after a big storm. The sky was filled with clouds, but the clouds were not storm clouds. They were very beautiful, lavender-colored clouds. The sky began to develop into the most stunning sunset I've ever seen. Way up there, above there, was a smaller circular area of golden light trying to break through the clouds. I knew in my dream fairly clearly that it was not the sun. I knew every fiber of my being that it was Jesus approaching. Rays of light began to penetrate the circular area of the clouds. The light was the most dazzlingly beautiful golden light I've ever seen in my entire life. It caused purple clouds in the sky to have golden aura around their edges. I watched as a small part of the circle began to open up, and then I woke up. I lay there and tried hard to go back to sleep, but I couldn't, so I could see more. I know I'd been permitted to see more. I would have seen the whole rapture. I don't know why he didn't will me to see more, but the dream was one of the most incredible ones I've had in my entire life. The dreams leads me to believe that there really will be a pole shift and an enormous earthquake in the line of the rapture. I hope the dreams give somebody a blessing or new hopes. Thank you, Jessica, for sending that in, and that was quite remarkable. And we're glad that you've sent it in. If you have rapture dreams and visions, make sure that you send it into the description below. We would love to have it. If you don't see or hear from me again, I'll see you in heaven.